Hello and welcome to my entry into Discoman751's World War II contest. The rules was that the 3 figures in a vehicle and each figure had to be from a different country. So as you can see, I'm entering a British soldier, American tank driver and a German Africa Corps. And I'm entering my Sherman tank. And let's start off, and I think we should start off with the figures. So let me just get the camera set up a bit better for you. Sort of a bit shaky here, I'm dealing with a tripod. And just zoom in on these guys so you get a much better view. There we go. So first figure is my American tank driver. He have the Star Wars Naboo Starfighter torso. Really like these torsos, and plain legs. You have the brown helmet and normal flesh head. No back printing on this guy, but I kind of like it with this torso. I don't have any of the torsos for the American tank drivers, but I might get some decals or something to make some more tank drivers, because I have 3 or 4, right? I have a Stewart, Chaffee, Sherman, and I think there's one more tank that I'm forgetting. So I technically need quite a lot of tank drivers, but I only have this dude here. So yeah, I would love to get some decals for some American tank drivers. And moving on to the next one, I'm gonna show you the German Africa Corps radio operator. So this dude have a custom made phone made from a Lego walkie-talkie, and they have a Luger and the Indiana Jones torso and the tan legs with pockets printed onto them. I have a wire going from the telegraph thing, phone shit stuff, going into the backpack, which you can see these are kind of smudged out. It's color been scratched off over the years. We see we have a very nice backpack, and also have a little antenna there, which I think looks very nice. And you have the headphones, as you can see there. Now Lego have come up with some real headphones, like headphones accessory, like little small accessories to figures. I don't have those, so I just roll with these like studs and a wire. I'm probably gonna go ahead and get those headphones that Lego have if I ever like come across. When I buy a Bricklink next time, I'm definitely going to look out for them, because they look much better. So that is pretty much it for that dude. Moving on to the last one. So this dude, my British Desert Rats soldier. This is my standard soldiers for the Desert Rats, and he is very plain. You can see there's really not that much going on, but I think this is a very nice design for the figures. I don't think you need to have everything like cramped in with different accessories. Just nice normal soldier with Lego Ulis decals, as you can see here on the back. The back decal is a bit dirty as you can see. It's not. If you put in light, you can kind of see where the decal starts and and ends. This one just kind of looks like printing, except for here down here, we got some little smudge going on there. It kind of stinks though. Otherwise, they're very nice applied decals as well, so you don't really see that they are that there are decals, because these are not water slide decals. And non-water slide decals look like pretty much like printed pieces, but this is decals, so I'm very I'm really happy with how they look like. So we have this plain tan legs and a tan Brody helmet. Of course, then we have the focus. There we go. The Lee. Oh no, not focus. Oh well, the Lee infield rifle. Like that, and that is pretty much it for the figures. Now you probably notice that the figures doesn't really fit that well with the tank. Desert Rat guy fits pretty good in my universal carrier, and the universal carrier. This universal carrier, I have instructions for that up my channel. Just go check that out. And the Africa Corps dude, go with my tan Panzer III. And this dude obviously goes really well with my Sherman tank that I'm not going to show you. I'm just going to get the legs out on the tripod so we get a little bit of a better view of this thing. There we go. So this tank is not completely new. I've had it. This is the design. The basic, you know, the overall design is from 2 years ago. So there's something I really want to point out is that when I released the photos of this model, when I finished this model, it was rather unique, pretty unique look. It had some very nice detailing, and the scale was something really unusual. You know, the 9 wide. I hate. You know, you guys know me. I hate to say that I was the first one to do this and that and yada yada yada. But just to give you an idea, because nowadays it really looks like many others. But basically, this was the first Sherman to be 9 wide as well, and then I've seen lots of 9 wide tanks pop up. Sherman tanks, 9 wide Sherman. Everyone thought it was 10 wide or nothing, but I think the 9 wide. I always thought the 9 wide tank Sherman looked much better, and this overall design is was very special at the time. So we'll just zoom in a little so you can see everything a bit more in detail. So there we have the front with the machine gun and the 2 lights on the side, and a very nice front sloping that really adds up nicely. You can see if I take off the lamp, you can see how nice this flows. And the light, yeah, I love how those connect there. And then you have on the side here, that's the chucker. It's just some printed bricks I got a while ago. And you can see that you have a very nice thread section with the binoculars. The idea with the binoculars here, I got some help with those from Lewis, the bricologist. He has a YouTube channel as well, and he almost have like 600 subscribers or something like that. So he helped me out with that, with the binoculars, which was which I think was very nice. Not that many had nothing like. I think his model had it and mine had it. So kind of like the design of that, and we'll stuck with that because really they have a nice design to it. I don't know what it is, but I really like it. And if you look on the side here, you can see we have these slopes that slopes kind of inwards, which might not be the best way to do this thing. If you look at, for example, I'm just gonna do a quick comparison just to Kobe's Sherman tank. They have this shaping right here, correct. And if you look on my tank, it is pretty flat. But that is also partially to keep it from getting too high, because this thing is really good scale in my opinion. You can see the figure there is really good with the head. You can see the head it really isn't that too big either. I really like this tank. The treads, oh by the way, of course the treads moves very easily, even on paper, so that's pretty good. And if we move on to the back here, you can see we have lots of things going on. We have the backpack and we have 2 hatches here, and the very nice thing about this, this is something, by the way, I've done recently to the hatches and everything I've added. And in there you can see part of the motor, the engine that I put in, and you can see more of the engine if you open up these hatches right here. So let me just do that if I can, but this is almost harder than I initially thought. There we go. But in there we have an engine. Kind of hard to see. I don't know how to show you this in the best way, but yeah, in there you can see. Yeah, you can somewhat see that there. There's an engine down there, which I think is very nice. That actually we're able to include an engine with an engine hatches all fully working. Really like that. There's something that kind of makes this really hard to get down again, though. I tried it a couple of times before I made the videos to make sure they actually open and close very easily, but sometimes this gets stuck on something. I don't know what it is. On the other side, you have a little lamp as well. On the side, no sticks, anything, very plain on the side. Then we have the turret, which I like. I always like this turret. I think it looks nice. Something that I don't like is this. You can see here, this this little squares that was shaped on the side here because I used the tiles on the side. Some people might think that looked better. I don't know about that. You can tell me in the comments what you think. We should have the 1x3s on here or not. But then you have the hatch that opens up and fits a figure in there. Something else that I think is very nice about this model is if you take out the turret. Despite this thing being 9 wide and 2 wide tracks, which should only leave me with, 3 studs interior, I have been managed by doing some pretty solid work here, for giving it 4 studs at one area. In the back here, you have 3 studs. And the front, and right there you can see we have 3 studs as well. But I've actually managed managed to do that so I can actually get this nice thing in there with for the detailing, because this was how the turret was mounted, and it just gives it a very nice look when you take it up. Something else that I think is very, very neat about this model that I've always loved is the functionality and the feature that you can actually, if you take the hat off, I know some people might think that like, it doesn't really fit a figure, but actually, if you take the hat off, you can actually fit a figure in the driver's position. You see right there, those two studs there? Yeah, you gotta have the hands a bit up though. Like so. See how it sits there? Wait, I'll just give it like that, so. There you go. You can see that. You see that? How nice isn't that? You can actually fit a driver in the correct driver's seat in this scale, very nice scale tank. So, you know, and it's 9 wide. It is very, very low. We can still fit that. And this is 2 years old. I made this when I was 14 as well. So I think this is really, really nice. And these hatches, of course, opens up. Sometimes when they want to, they open up. War of the hatches. Sorry, I dismounted. Whoops! Dismounted the whole model. There we go. And these two opens, and they both. You can see the figure in both hatches on both sides. So you can actually fit 4 figures, one in there, one in each hatch, and one in the turret hatch. I wish you could fit 1 figure in here, but that is I think it's 2 plates too low. Kind of stinks that you can't do that, but that is pretty much it for the for my entry into this contest. Of course I really hope I place. I really like this tank, so I think I might have at least a decent chance of doing pretty good, or at least I hope so. I really like the tank, and I like the figures. There really isn't that much more I can do. So that's it for my entry. I hope you have enjoyed this, despite being a very long video, but goodbye. Hope you have enjoyed this.